Hello everyone, Bashar here. Today we are going to do something a little bit different, and we do have a Diablo 3 video for you. So if you are wondering what the occasion is, season 32 started, very recently. I don't think it's been a day. And guys, when I played Diablo, over the course of the years, I found it terrible chore to level in the season, right? And what I would do normally would be wait a few days, people get powerful and you ask them for a boost, and 3-4 days in you might get your boost, right? I mean, later on it becomes very trivial, but in the first few days, of course, people are working their own characters, and when you ask for a boost this early, they would just tell you, go level your own character, etc. But this time around, I wanted to, be able to play the season early, and I tried my luck at, leveling. I was like, nope, that's not gonna work. And I was researching a little bit if there are ways to, level a little bit faster, because most people say, like, grab 3 people, go into rifts, etc. That's still pretty slow, and I have found out something. Right. So when I say that, I didn't find this personally, I just am saying that my research has yielded. So, long story short, you can reach, I would say, level 70 in about 2 hours with a fresh character. So I'm also going to demonstrate it to you. So let me just show you what we do. So guys, in order for this strategy to work, well, it's not like it doesn't work when you don't have this, but a necromancer is useful, and necromancer is a DLC class. It's not available normally, right? Even if you have the base game and the expansion, necromancer has to be bought separately. If you do not have a necromancer, I think a witch doctor is a relatively acceptable replacement. So what you do is, guys, you start the game. Even if you are not going to play a necromancer, you make a necromancer, you change the game difficulty to master, you start your game. And so Blizzard has been smart in not allowing you to disenchant the starter weapon that you have, right? But you can disenchant the weapons of the Templar and the Scoundrel. So what you do is you go to Templar, steal his weapon, like I did. Scoundrel, steal his weapon. You do not talk to the enchantress. There is a little trick with it. And after you stole their weapons, you go to the blacksmith, you salvage them. Sorry about that. So there is the Altar of Rights there. Altar of Rights was there like a few seasons ago, and it was making us extremely powerful, and people liked it very much. So Blizzard nerfed it and added to the game as a permanent seasonal feature. So the first thing that we are unlocking is your kill streamer timer duration and reward bonus are doubled. This is pretty good, of course. Keeping up the streak will be easier, and that requires only 10 of the salvaged white materials called reusable parts, and that's why we stole the Templar's weapon and Scoundrel's bow. That gives us enough reusable parts to unlock this, right? And now we leave, right? I mean, we could have done this later, the order doesn't really matter. So there is now a little trick. So if you select game settings here, there's the campaign, which we will never do after the first time, I think. There is the adventure mode, which we will be hanging out in, and there is the challenge rift. So the challenge rift, it gives you a specific character, specific build. You cannot touch anything, and you are getting sent to a rift, and you have to finish the rift before the timer expires, right? It is somewhat challenging. Some are pretty terrible, but as you can see, I managed it in 3:54, right? Yeah, I finished it almost in 4 minutes, and it gave me 5 minutes 20 seconds, so it is pretty easy, and that was my first try. And the thing is, the layout doesn't ever change. So if you go in there and fail, now you will know where the elites and the shrines are, and you can plan accordingly. This one is not very hard. So it gives you a thing called Challenge Rift Cache, right? So that cache has a lot of gold crafting materials in it. So you do this, you complete this, you go back to your game, right, with the Necromancer, and Challenge Rift Cache will be in your mail. You grab it, right, you open it, it gives you a lot of materials, and with that material, we upgrade our blacksmith all the way, right, level 12, which will allow us to craft level 70 armor. So what's that gonna help us with, right? I mean, we are 18, so how do we level? So we will level the blacksmith, but we don't craft anything. And you can take a look at the vendors here, right? Two are right next to each other. That's pretty good. If they have better gear for you, right? And you can check the Act 1 and Act 2. Because of the Challenge Rift Cache, we will have the gold to buy whatever we need. So we get a little stronger. We step into Act 3. Ruins of Secheron, that's where we grab the cube. We go for the cube, right? And while we are going for the cube, we try to keep our kill streak. So why do we want Necro over anything, right? Why couldn't I have done this with my, monk, my wizard, whatever? So guys, this has, the Necro has the very nice ability called Corpse Explosion. And that means if you can somehow kill one enemy, then you can use Corpse Explosion to kill rather everyone else. So a level 18 Master is going to be a little bit challenging for me, but let's see if I can pull it off so I can show you. But on lower levels, of course, this is much easier. Let me put up some Skeletal Mages. Okay. Dead. See? See? I mean, I just had one dead and I was able to clear the the entire screen. And of course, this is a little bit too separated. I mean, you can get them close to each other. Died, explosion, died, explosion, died. See? I mean, you can chain like this. That's why. And, guys, this will sound silly, but, as I said, if you have in mind to level a barbarian, why do I not do this on my barbarian? I mean, first of all, you cannot do this on your barbarian. Master would definitely prove too much. And by the way, guys, this gear is just vendor bought and dropped, right? So the strategy works. And you go to the second area of this place, Ruins of Secheron, called Elder Sanctum. You grab your Canai's Cube. That will get you, somewhere between 18 or 15 if you have been able to keep your kill streak up. If you have not hit 18, you go to Act 2. Where is it? There it is. Temple of the Firstborn. There are the little scarabs there, which allow you to make huge kill streaks. As soon as you hit level 18, you leave the game. Or you can just lower the difficulty, of course. There's no need to be dramatic. You lower the difficulty to normal. And, this will make sense. I know it is a little bit weird what I'm doing right now. And you check for 3 bounties now. Those are Zoltunkul, Asmodan, and Magda. We do not have Zoltunkul. We do not have Magda. We do have Asmodan. Let's go. And so what happens is, guys, when you do a boss bounty, at the end a chest pops, right? And that chest drops gems for you. And the reason that we have to climb for level 18 to level 18, I believe, is because gems do not drop before. That 18 is required, right? I'm not fully tapped into everything that the strategy requires. Why? But the level 18 is required, so we just ignore everything. We go to the boss.
I once met a raving drunk who claimed he had wrestled with a succubus, a demonic creature that possesses the form and face of a beautiful woman. He said,
see, on normal it's just insane. So the golem can be nice because the golem's activated ability creates corpses. So I will create corpses under Asmodan and I will explode them. Hopefully that will be enough for a kill. These are the closest bosses to the
Arrogance, no. Enough.
as you can see, while not very flawless, it does work. And that gave me the chest. And take a look at this chest now. It will probably have 2 diamonds in it, most of the scene. So the idea is to grab 2 diamonds. And now, to not make a mystery out of it. Why do we want that? After that, you go and level your jeweler to level 3 or something. Something very trivial, very small. Yeah, 3 is enough. And at level 3, we are able to craft a flawless diamond out of 2 diamonds. That's what we've been waiting for. And why do we want this? Now it's going to become apparent. And it is beautiful, right? Because, guys, 32 seasons, and I have been dodging leveling, for like all of them, right? This is the first time I'm going to level. And the good thing is I have not leveled my character, so I can show it to you in action. So, guys, this is the node that we want to go for, Anointed. And now it doesn't display it, but it requires some meager amount of crafting materials, reusable parts, arcane dust, and I think some the wealth crystal, but we would have them from the cache. The most important thing is that it requires 1 flawless diamond, which is what we created from the 2 diamonds. And now items have no level requirement, which means we can craft level 70 items in the blacksmith, and we can wear it on our level 1 character. And let me show you how that goes. So I have been planning on playing a wizard this season, and as you can see, it's Torment 6, right? I have picked the max difficulty. So what I did was I did craft a level 70 weapon, I did craft a level 70 chest. Sadly, it doesn't have intelligence. I mean, you basically want intelligence and vitality on all of your items. I did get a little greedy and craft some set items. The problem with that was they require much more veiled essence than the veiled crystals than the rares, so I ran out. So that's why I have some bad gear right now, but still, let me show you. Let's do a Torment 6 Rift. The build is, nothing, very special. I'm just gonna go for damage, I guess. Cooldown reduction. Doesn't matter. You guys, boom. See? And thing is, these were. This is Torment 6, guys. And normally I did tell you that Master was hot. Level 21 now. Let's just do this one. And of course, at this point the leveling has become quite trivial. Level 22.
Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures.
Not ready
Although
yet.
they
23.
cornered or hungry.
If only they could see me now.
This is actually pretty fun. And of course, guys, if you have a mind to it, you can obviously keep leveling that necro.
More time.
And this will hopefully fund our, the remaining
I am unstoppable.
veiled crystals. Poor Templar is dying all the time, of course. Because, guys, I am now utilizing the intelligence and stamina of level 70 items, and I'm in a level 20 area. So it could get probably a little bit harder on maybe some
If only they could
Demons have
Still
been
waiting.
known to devour
60s or so.
when no other nourishment is available.
I don't have enough
Oh, I did get an ethereal item. That is this season's. It should be Wizard Spike, I think. But of course, it would not be able to match to my
Descend upon the
Veiled Crystal. Yes, please. I kinda need them.
Still with my power grows.
I am 27 now, guys. So I have gained 7 levels since the beginning of this
Just warming up.
rift.
I need arcane power. Need more time.
I will never forget the first
Okay,
time I
let's
saw
me
these
see
horrors
if we can
shambling
get-
out of the misty woods. Our loved
There is a
ones,
familiar
buried
there. I
long
definitely
ago,
want that.
rose from
That
their
is more
graves
damage.
and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only
Maybe
the
we could
beginning.
get a teleport. Couldn't. Because I was in the combat, okay. Okay. Oh, I did put it into cooldown, didn't I? Poor Templar is dead all the time. Okay. I mean... Let me try with the... Okay. I don't know which one is a better damaging skill for the leveling. We are basically cheating at this point.
Your defenses are
Iron
nothing.
Frost is not very good. Yeah, he's just too little. So I'm curious to
Still waiting.
go
I
back to
am
the...
so good. I astound myself.
Should I go back to Arcane Orb?
Need more time. I'm just warming up.
Okay, these progress orbs are required to make the boss turn faster.
Not ready yet.
Ooh, nice. Solanium? What is it? So the ethereal items have appeared first in like maybe 6 seasons ago, maybe 8 seasons ago. And now they are back. They are very, very powerful. I think you can equip only one. They are the trademark items of Diablo 2, guys, and they have been
Dare attack me?
adapted to Diablo 3. The boss should be coming
more
down
time.
soon. Soon? Oh, yeah. We should be really, really close, but yeah, we should be doing it. Still no? Dang.
Didn't see that.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Finally. So let's see what kind of XP it gives
Not
for
ready
the
yet.
completion.
I am stronger still.
It only gave 8 levels, eh, total?
Long ago, I would open rifts for the Nephilim
I of
to
course
help them
want to
train for battle.
crafting
They
materials.
fought bravely, facing down enemies in places pulled from the deepest corners of their memories. Ours is a ritual.
My power grows.
Not bad. 31, 11 levels. And that took how long? It took a while, didn't it? Okay. So what I want is... These obviously are not comparable. Like, as you can see, my weapon is 3200 DPS. Okay, let's just jump everything in here.
You won't be disappointed.
And by the way, guys, there is a seasonal feat of strength in place. If you obtain all 21 ethereal items for all 7 classes, you get a feat of strength that would allow you to
Fate smiles on you.
transmogrify in the future.
Too bad. Maybe you can find a
Hey,
use for
that's
that.
pretty bad. Don't even give green. Okay. And so, guys, I now have a little bit of veiled crystals, which means I can pick up the crafting again. So what do I not have? Well, I kind of don't have a glow. We go for this one, the most expensive one. And boom, casual upgrade. But of course, still it doesn't roll intelligence. Yeah, it's been bullying me. And of course you can reroll them. Rares are pretty cheap to reroll. I can just let go of anything and everything in here. And ta-da. And guys, take a look at the amount of damage it gives. It was around 140k and now it's around 165k, which means I'm getting like almost 20% damage. So, you know, that intelligence roll. Right, I also could do this, right, which I have failed multiple times. See? So I just did get almost 30% damage up from rolling intelligence on these two items, right? And I have to craft the legs still. I mean, yeah, these are the bad ones. The leg, the shoulder. Yeah. And there will of course be rings, but you know, I just have to craft those and then I will be done. Yeah, I made the mistake of going for the sage set, which was absolutely unnecessary. Yeah, I have to craft their gloves, and as you can see, they are expensive. That's why I ran out. But as you can see, this is, you know, pretty also enjoyable at the same time, you know, just face rolling everything. So that's the method. Create a necro, go for the Kanai's cube, and the reason that we went for Kanai's cube is that it's going to be of use to us later. Hit level 18, we'll look for, you know, easily reachable boss bounties, Magda, Zoltun Kul, and Asmodan. You know, kill them until you get 2 diamonds from their bounty chest rewards, which should be, you know, done with the first bounty. But if you are unlucky, it's going to take 2 bounties. And also I would like to remind that you don't have to kill the bosses on a higher difficulty. You can just roll to normal, and after that you unlock the second bonus, which takes away level requirement from the items. Then you can craft and wear level 70 items on your level 1 character. There is another thing I would like to remind though. For the Altar of Rights progression on stage 15 or something, it requires that you give a challenge rift cache without opening it, right? And you might be, so if you know this, you might be getting worried, you know, would I be screwed? Well, you wouldn't be screwed. It's only like 2.5 days or so away. So I think for this kickstart it's very important, because guys, leveling the blacksmith to 12 would be impossible otherwise. You wouldn't have the gold, you wouldn't have the death spreads, right? The leveling would have to be, you know, done, you know, quite traditionally and, you know, much more slowly. So that's why I suggest you do it. And when you get there, you will be stuck like for a few days. I mean, let me just show. And for Europe and America realms, guys, America's realms, these are different. So to keep that in mind. So I'm 2.5 days away, right? And assume that, you know, I level in, you know, 1-2 hours, right? Then I try to, you know, get my character in order for a few days. I wouldn't be, you know, gated on this for a really long time. But, I mean, if you are extremely tryhard, I suppose you could, but still I think it is a good idea to do so, because, you know, the leveling normally takes a long time, right? This is, you know, quite face roll. So I have been playing Diablo from the get-go, right? And I didn't know about this. And of course, you know, this is a new thing, right? Without the Altar of Rights, there were other methods, but of course none were as efficient as this. And if you do not have a Necro, you can just do this with your, you know, main character, but Necro is preferred because of the Corpse Explosion. And if you are worried when Corpse Explosion unlocks, I think it's like level 3 or 2 or something. So guys, you start the game and it's master difficult, so the mobs give a ton of XP, right? You struggle to kill 1 or 2 maybe, and then you will have the Corpse Explosion unlocked, and you can, you know, start blasting away, and the levels would flow. And that is about it. I wanted to share this with you guys. If you want to play season 32, I think this is a good way to start your character. I will see you on stream. Bye bye.